Hello Virgo, and welcome to your reading for January 2024, and Happy New Year. Can you believe? I'm telling you, I know, I say it every year. I can't believe when the new year has started. It's pretty crazy, but you know what? It is what it is, and I always love the new year. It's a fun time for me. Speaking of that, fun times coming up for all of us because Nancy got all kinds of stuff going on. I am starting a membership site, and it's going to be super cheap and have lots of cool stuff in it. Way more than what you just see here on social media. So get on my email list if you're not on it. Regardless, why not? Hop on over to my website, allthingsnancy.com, and it'll prompt you to put in your email address. Would love for you to not miss out on anything. And then there's our first inaugural meeting of the season, Wood Dragons. So check out the description and everything below to get a little lowdown on that. All right, back to you. Okay, Virgo, bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. So this is the underlying energy, and it's about keeping things in checks and balance, right? It could be a card of patience as well. I'm just looking at the other cards on the board right now, possibly. And I'm actually feeling it's kind of a combination of both. So let's get into the cards and see what's going on. So tarot cards at the beginning of January, so this is flowing in at the beginning of the month. The energy, we have the Hierophant, and then we also have the Six of Wands. This is a card of victory, which is always nice to see when it's positively aspected. Along with the Hierophant, this is like the victory. Okay, this is going to be different for different groups. So I'm going to split this into two. So just take it how it resonates. Overall, it could just be that you have overcome some kind of boundaries, red tape kind of stuff. It's like you've kind of busted a little bit outside of the mold in order to do whatever this is you needed or wanted to do. And it's working. Okay, something is flowing well. For the rest of you, the victory card says you have achieved something that is within the realm of some type of structure. So the Hierophant quite often will represent structures such as institutions, think schools and the law and medicine and that kind of things, government. So perhaps you passed the bar. Maybe you just became a physiotherapist, which relates to the medical industry, right? Do you see what I mean by that? I would even say things like an accountant. Perhaps you got some type of diploma or designation. I think you get what I'm saying there. Or you've been appointed to something within one of those fields, or even just joined. Like, it's also about religion. Well, it was originally the Pope, I think, or in some decks is called that, but the Hierophant, of course, around religion and spirituality. So maybe you just joined a new church, right? Or some kind of like religious studies or something like that. That's what I'm getting from this. But regardless, you've either you've mastered something in those fields, or been inaugurated, accepted into something like that, or like I said, on the opposite side, you've really broken through some barriers there. Regardless, it's a really nice energy. So this is what's happening at the beginning of January. Now we're going to take a look at the cards that speak about the energy flow throughout the month. So we're going to look at what's good for you, the positive stuff which you need to focus on. Then we're going to take a look at where there might be some obstacles or things you might want to avoid. So the good stuff. We have the Seven of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse. Don't rush things. Aha, here we go. This Temperance card, it's patience. Don't rush it. Okay, yeah, the victory is here, whatever your victory is. Okay, yes, you did it. This is good. This is great. Things are moving. Do not be impatient about where this is headed. Okay, you need to just like put the brakes on, right? Take a chill pill and just kind of watch and see how things unfold. So then when we look at where you might have some obstacles, where things might get tricky, or what you might want to avoid, we have the Seven of Wands, and it's in the reverse. Okay, so we have two sevens in reverse. This isn't a bad thing, but on one hand, we've got, don't push things too much. But on the flip side of that, what this Seven of Wands in reverse is saying, don't give in too easily either. You just came through this and you mastered it. When I say pump the brakes, it doesn't mean roll over and let people bulldoze over you, right? That's the balance. See, I said this was dual. This had a dual meaning, patience and balance. And sure enough, this is what's happening. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. See, you can't make this up. Write in exactly what you need to do and what you need to avoid. Look at that. Wow. Who knew? Who knew, Virgo? Okay, now let's keep going because this is good. I actually really like this. Now we're going to look at the potential outcomes. So sort of what things are going to look like by the end of January. Was I calling the month December earlier? I might have been. Who knows? Anyway, January. All right. So the first card that came out is Five of Pentacles. So this quite often is a card of lack. It's a little bit of a pity party. It's like, you know, things aren't working out. I don't have money. I don't have good health. I don't have food. I don't have clothes. I don't have a boyfriend, whatever. All of that kind of stuff. Coming with this is the Queen of Wands in reverse. It's feeling like as all of this stuff is going on, remember, you have been victorious, okay? But there is an element of potential loss depending on how you play these cards, okay? Loss or a disappointment because things don't work out the way you want them to or expect them to. What are we talking about? Underlying energy, patience, balance, right? This is really important because if things start to, like if that scale starts to tip in a favor that you're not really thrilled with, there is, okay, there's no better way to put this. I can't think of better words. Like there is the danger of things going sideways. That's when the Queen of Wands energy comes out and it's like, she's not happy. She's not happy, okay? I see this as potential outcome, but again, it depends on what's happening with the cards. Now, we've looked at the tarot. We got to now look at the oracle cards to go along with it because this may read very differently once those cards come out, or it's going to anchor in that energy, and that's just even more of a heads up to watch how you play your cards this month, okay? So let's see. All right, see what we got. Okay, first we're going to look at our Hierophant and Six of Wands combination. So this is, you know, victory, thumbs up, you did it, right? The card says originality. And it says blaze your own trail. For those of you who colored outside the lines, yeah, keep going. Keep at that, right? But again, be patient, our Seven of Pentacles, but don't roll over, right? Don't let people bulldoze you just because you've kind of now kind of pump the brakes a bit, right? Make sure there's nobody bulldozing you. That's probably why you potentially end up in that energy of that Five of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Let's take a look at the energy of our sevens, right? So this is, you know, just take a chill pill. We have resilience, and it says rise above tribulations. This is, and that's what the Seven of Wands speaks to quite often. When it's in the upright position, it's about stand your ground. It's a defensive card, but I don't see that as a bad thing. It's more, well, in most cases, I mean, any card can be good or bad, but in most cases, it's a, no, I'm not giving up, and I'm not letting go, and I'm not rolling over, right? So the resilience card is no matter what anyone throws at you this month, rise above it. Rise above it. Because if you adopt this mindset of, I'm good, I've done what I've need to, I've blazed my own trail, I'm okay where I am. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going the course, but not feel the need to like, you've done the blazing. The blazing is done. The fire can dim now. You see what I mean? So there's that. So the resilience card is like water off a duck's back. Don't even worry about any bullshit that comes your way. Just go, yeah, whatever. You know what? Be mindful. I'm not saying ignore it, but just go, okay, you know, really? Is this something that is going to be truly detrimental to this trail I have just blazed? Right? Look at it that way. And then you know when to step back and allow things to happen and when to step up to defend. Okay, so it's your foot's on the gas, then it's on the brake. It's going to be a lot of that total temperance energy. It's that balance. That's what this is for you. Oh my gosh, this is so wild. I love this, Virgo. This is so much fun. Okay, now we're going to look at end of the month. So our Five of Pentacles and Queen of Wands combo. I want to see what this is about. It says potential, and I can't see what it says because I don't have my glasses on. So I kind of like to do this. Hang on. What does it say? Oh, think big for your future. Think big for your future. Okay, here's what this is. This is, look at the big picture. If this thing doesn't feel good and it pisses you off, okay, if by the end of the month you're like, for fuck's sake, right? Remember to look at the big picture, because if you're feeling that way, it's because you're looking a little too micro. You need to look at the macro level. You need to broaden your perspective and what you're looking at, right? Because the potential card is saying, if you want things to look better, if you want things to even out more or flow better in the future on this trail that you have blazed, right? You have to look at the big picture. You can't be narrow-minded, and you can't like totally have the blinders on and just be so focused on this one thing. So I have a feeling that's it. There's going to be something, I can't say what it is, but there's going to be something that maybe you kind of like tend to like drill down on, or you're going down one rabbit hole instead of looking at a bunch of stuff. That's where that is coming from. Okay, good. Not gonna lie, I was a little concerned when I saw that at the end of the month. Not that anything was gonna be bad, but I always love to see a positive outcome for everybody, right? Thing is, if you've watched me for any length of time, you know I don't lie and I don't bullshit and I don't sugarcoat. I say things kindly, but I'm straightforward. I'm a straight shooter. So if things are looking like it might be a little rocky or tough, I'm gonna tell you, but I'm also gonna tell you how to handle it. Or at least look at it in a way that you might be able to handle things better. That's how I look at tarot, and I hope you do too. All right, we're leaving it there. So good luck with everything. I hope it flows well. There will be another reading mid-month at some point in time. Don't know what I'm going to do it on. We'll see how I feel at that point in time. So like I said, good luck, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.